Okay. Can everybody hear me all right? Raise your hands in the back. Can we? Excellent. All right, I see a few folks still at the bar back there. Hopefully you guys can hear us. Grab drinks, come in and get seated. But we're about to kick off. Before we get started, where's the group that got stuck in the elevator?
Right here?
Right there? Can we get a round of applause for the folks that were stuck in the elevator and still made it here? I think that also goes to say we should probably thank the fire department and the hotel for getting you guys out. We greatly appreciate it. You probably did the most to get here tonight, so thank you for that. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Kevin Reilly. This is Tina Douglas. We are your co-chairs for the evening. You're going to hear a lot of thank yous tonight, so we might as well just get started bright and early here. So I want to thank all of you for joining the 2023 Transforming Lives Gala. We have a great program planned tonight, and we are very, very grateful that you are all here. This place looks amazing. We're ecstatic to be in the same location a couple of years in a row. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the evening, but we got a few things that we're just going to set you up with here. First, I want to start by another thank you for all the advocacy this year. You're going to hear that as a theme later, but there's been a lot of time and effort put in with people sending letters to legislators, people going to the Capitol for meetings, finding ways to connect it to our elected officials. I can't emphasize how important this is for an organization like Living Well, and we greatly appreciate it. Staffing shortages are going to continue. It's a tough labor market out there. This is one of our biggest challenges as an organization. And so it's important that we continue to be visible. It's important that we keep remaining vigilant and that we show support in many, many ways, not just at galas, but at our state capitol. So thank you again for all of that. Speaking of staff, can I quickly get all of our volunteers and committee gala to please stand up? Volunteers in Gala Committee, please stand up. You guys are absolute rock stars, year in and year out. This program has evolved so much over the last few years, and I'm very, very grateful to be a part of it, but the bulk of the kudos goes to this crew. Thank you again for all your time and effort. It takes a lot to put one of these on, as I'm sure you can imagine. With that said, again, we're just going to give a quick shout out to the staff as we just did, and then also just talk about the fact that tonight we're going to raise some money, we're going to have a ton of fun, and I'm going to let Tina give me a break.
Okay, Tina Douglas, for those that I haven't met. I grew up in Mendota Heights and have had a little bit of a personal connection to Dakota Children's Home as it started, and thanks to the Pate family, I got brought in to help with the gala and be a gala girl back starting in high school. And as fate would have it, my brother-in-law David, who's sitting over there, has lived at a Living Well home for more than a couple decades, over 20 years. And Living Well has always had a place in our lives and a special place in our family's life, and will continue to do so. I really want to say thank you to Kevin. For 3 years he chaired, and he took over in the middle of a pandemic and continued the trajectory of raising money and more money in a time when we all had to pivot. So 3 years of great success. I was very happy that you let me tag along this year and shadow you and learn from your leadership so we can continue on forward. So thank you so much, Kevin.
Thank you. I don't deserve any of that credit. But enough about us. The reason we're here tonight is to support a great cause. Our theme is advocacy, as I mentioned earlier, and we're really excited to share a night with others who also are interested in supporting Living Well's mission for providing exceptional services for people living with disabilities. So without further ado, I want to introduce our MC for the night, John Lawrenson. Where are you, sir? Oh, there he is, right in the front row, the best table in the house. We're going to hand it over to him for the bulk of the evening here.
Thank you, Kevin and Tina. I first met the Living Well crew about, it must have been early last year, 2022. I'd done a story for WCCO on another group home that actually had to close their doors because of COVID and the protocols they were having and the staffing issues they had. And it was a tough time to navigate through all that, but Living Well did an exceptional job. The team reached out, talked about what they were doing to avoid closures at their own locations. There was a dedicated COVID nurse team, weekly testing when needed as well. Remember how hard that time was. And COVID testing right at the houses, which was key because other organizations were taking people, residents and staff off-site and going to airports and other locations to do testing. But Living Well went well above and beyond with all of this. We were really impressed at WCCO. The story turned out really well, we thought, and it was really cool to watch a very professional organization kind of take care of their people during a very difficult time. To this day, they have not closed a home, so that's a big deal. But they've had to adjust schedules, rely heavily on staffing services, and live under near constant stress and financial deficit to get to the other side, to get here tonight. So we're here to celebrate the hard work that all of that took, the amazing advocacy that got us here, and the mission that I think we can all agree is worth rooting for. We have lots to cover, but before we get going, please take some time to get to know your table mates. Introduce yourself, tell them a little bit about yourself, enjoy your salads. In a little bit, I'm going to introduce you to CEO Tom Gillespie, who will get the show started. Hey everyone, hope you're enjoying your dinner. I have a few notes to cover before I introduce Tom tonight. The silent auction items are open for bidding until 8:30, so in this situation, we welcome you actually to surf your phone throughout the night. That is allowed, so feel free to surf through your phone. The wine and liquor polls will be open until 9 o'clock or until supplies last, so keep that in mind as well. And the golf putting winner will be drawn from the band stage at 9 o'clock. So keep on putting for a shot at those Manny's and Top Golf certificates. Of course, a live auction promises to be exciting, but before we get your heart rate up, let's warm your hearts with the program. I'd like to invite Living Well CEO Tom Gillespie to come up and take over for a little bit. Tom, welcome.
All right. Keep those hands hot. Can you hear me in the back? Can you hear me in the back? Everybody good? Keep those hands hot. Keep it going for the staff here that's feeding us tonight. Keep it going. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. We so appreciate you taking time on a beautiful Friday night at the end of summer. It is not lost on us that this might be the last good cabin Friday of the summer. Thank you for being here. It means a ton. We so appreciate it. You know, last year when we were here, I was up on this stage. I was over there, but I was on the stage. Last year, we looked at our 50 years. It was our 50-year anniversary. We looked back over the years. We remembered so many of the great people and great stories that we've been able to share in their lives. Tonight, we want to shift our focus. Tonight, we'll showcase what makes Living Well special and what separates us from other organizations. Truly, what separates us is our mission. And the way that we say it is that we exist to transform the lives of people impacted by disabilities. Individuals with disabilities themselves, their families, and the community around them. We truly are here to serve the community. If you know us well, thank you for coming back. Our long-term relationships, our long-term supporters, our founding families and their friends, it's so incredible to have decades-long relationships in the room here with us tonight. For those of you who are coming for the first time, thank you. Say thank you to the person that brought you, because I promise you're going to have a good time tonight, and I promise you're going to learn something, and we'll get our hooks into you, I promise. As you may know, this gala, this evening, this one night, is our biggest fundraiser. So we really appreciate you being here, and we need you to show up. I want you to know a few things about Living Well before we get started and really get into the evening. I want you to know that Living Well as an organization provides housing and support for 300 people impacted by disabilities. We do that in 30, yeah, give it up, come on. Let's go, let's get the energy going. Can you hear me? There, 300 people. And we do that with over 500 truly dedicated and amazingly caring staff members. And we'll get to meet some of them later tonight. But truly, they are the heart of this organization, and they are what we are here celebrating tonight, the folks that we serve and our staff. So please do clap again. Keep your hands hot. Let's go. It's also really important to know the role that we play in the lives of people with disabilities and their families. We partner in every aspect of someone's life, from getting out of bed in the morning until they get back in that bed at night. Our staff are with our folks day in and day out for decades. We serve people for decades. We don't deal in days, we don't deal in weeks as an organization. We deal in years and decades. All we do is build long-term relationships and maintain them and honor them. That's all we do. We don't have widgets, we don't produce anything. We produce relationships and lasting impacts on people's lives. That's why we're here tonight. So please, please be ready to support. Please be ready to clap. Please be ready to celebrate the amazing work that our people do. When we look at the goals for tonight, we have two primary goals for tonight. This is a fundraiser, make no bones about it. We need to make money tonight, so get ready for that aspect. But the other, and just as important, is the fact that we're here to build relationships. We're here to make new friends. We want you all to make new friends, and we want Living Well to be at the heart of that. We want to be the glue that holds relationships together. We want to be that common thread. So please, enjoy the evening. Please know how much it means to us that you're here. We're going to hear about dream makers in a little bit. We're going to hear about incredible stories, but know that you're a part of the story. Everybody in this room makes a difference, and everybody has an impact on Living Well. So please give it up for yourselves. Let's go. Come on, folks. Now, she's far too modest to take all of this credit, but I'm going to bring up Living Well's Chief Development Officer, Devin Hines, and she and her team are at the heart of this evening. So please welcome Devin and recognize her team.
Hello, everybody. Okay, first I'm gonna just take a really big deep breath. Okay, the rest of my team should do the same. We're finally here. It's happening. We're starting to plan 2024 last week, so don't worry, everyone. Get ready for next year. It's going to be great. But before we get there, let's talk about tonight. Again, my name is Devin Heinson. I'm the Chief Development Officer here at Living Well Disability Services. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve so many incredible people and families, and I will say it is the greatest joy of my role to be able to know so many of you that are here in the room tonight. It is truly the best part of the role and the things that we get to do. It is around the relationships and the people, as Tom said before. Tonight, it's critical that I acknowledge that the funding Living Well receives from the government simply helps our people survive, but not thrive. It's truly for the basics of health and safety and to provide individuals and families with exceptional services, which is exactly what our mission says. We rely on support from donors like you, all of you that are here in the room with us tonight. For individuals supported by Living Well, they may receive nursing services, nutritional support, occupational therapy, assistive technology, communication devices, and so much more. Without organizations like Living Well, the lives of those impacted by disabilities would look drastically different. It's hard to imagine, but if you take a second, what would life look like for 30 individuals and families if Living Well was not here? We, all of us in this room, want to find a home filled with care and support. We believe everyone deserves a life filled with quality care and to live with confidence and dignity. Don't we all want that for ourselves? We want that for our people too. You help make that possible. So please tonight, as you hear the stories of impact, know that your support helps make that possible, and we truly could not do it without you. So thank you so much for being here tonight, and I'm going to invite John back up.
Thank you, Tom and Devin. Well said. And like you said, it's really all about the people here, the people who make a career out of caring, and those who show up for others, because really that's what it's all about. Now, before we go any further, this feels like the perfect time to introduce you to some of the amazing people and organizations who continuously show up for all of Living Well. Let's meet the Dreammakers Award winners. Living Well created Dreammaker Awards back in 2009 to honor individuals and groups making significant contributions that transform the lives of people impacted by disabilities. Now, there are 4 categories for this: community partner, donor, volunteer, and self-advocate. Each year at the Transforming Lives Gala, the winners are celebrated for the advocacy and support their participation in our mission creates. By showing up and sharing their time, treasure, and talents, as well as their passion and personalities, we broaden our reach and create more opportunities to share the importance of disability awareness. We are forever grateful for everyone who has participated in our mission over the years. Now, to start off, please meet the team at Inver Hills Community College.
Inver Hills Community College has partnered with Living Well since 2018. Over the years, the partnership has grown and transformed significantly, with each year learning a bit more about each other's mission and vision for the collaboration. Last spring, we launched Thursday Social Club, which provided much-needed social and recreational activities, pairing students with people served. Inver Hills Community College is this year's Dreammaker Community Partner Award winner.
All right, very nice. Living Well's partnership with Inver Hills Community College has been very impactful, and the connections fostered with people we support and students are priceless. Volunteer manager Kathy Anderson says Dr. Zohar, her ability to seamlessly welcome Living Well, to foster relationships, and to teach communication styles as well as disability culture is beyond amazing. Besides making friends in the moment, increasing self-awareness and creative expression, lifelong disability advocates were created. Everyone involved hit it out of the park this year, and it was so incredible that we are hoping to replicate the program with other colleges. Very well done. It was such a hit that one of those students now works at our Kennelly home. Dr. Zohar, please stand and accept it. Well, you already are, and you're my table mate, so that's even better. All right. Accept this award on behalf of Inver Hills Community College. Thank you, Inver Hills Community College. And now we're going to move on here to our Donor Dreammaker Award winners.
Walt and Mary Jo first came to Living Well in 1973, when our first home opened. They were looking for a place for their son John to call home. They wanted somewhere he could be among friends, caring staff, and where he could live his life fully with community. Since the moment John came to live with us and through today, Walt and Mary Jo, along with their entire family, have been committed advocates. Walt and Mary Jo Roberts are this year's Dreammaker Donor Award recipients, and we are grateful for all they do to support our mission.
All right. Mary Jo and Walt first entrusted their son John's care to Living Well when we were known as Dakota's Children. John was the 15th person to move into our Marie Avenue home, and he lived there for many years before moving to our Highview home in 2000. John sadly passed away in 2018. But during the years that John was with us, Mary Jo was a regular presence at his home and across the organization. And together, Walt and Mary Jo supported Living Well's fiscal health by generously donating each year to the organization and attending our annual galas. John's siblings have also become involved in the family's commitment to serving people impacted by disabilities. Even following John's passing, the Roberts have donated funds, continuing the passing of the philosophy from parents to siblings for involvement with Living Well. Walt and Mary Jo and family, please stand and accept your award. Well done. Well done, Walt and Mary Jo. Now next up, let's hear it for our Volunteer Dreammaker Award winner.
Sometimes we all need a little love and a lot of snuggles. And anyone who has ever had a pet understands this to their very core. We are so blessed to open our homes to animals from secondhand hounds, as it gives the people we support one-on-one time with animals who have no agenda other than to show love and bring smiles. The monthly visits have brought so much joy, and we are grateful to everyone involved. Secondhand Hounds is this year's Dreammaker Community Volunteer Award winner.
Nicely done, Secondhand Hounds. Living Well has been partnering with the Secondhand Hounds, a local animal rescue, since 2018. Their Secondhand Hope program offers pet therapy visits to Minnesota assisted living communities, and prior to working with Living Well, had not worked directly with disability services organizations. Their goal is to provide humans and animals with comfort, socialization, and companionship. Volunteers bring their personal animals, including dogs and cats, to participate in the visits. They worked with Living Well staff to adapt their services and train their volunteers to be able to support people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Volunteers and pet parents have supported 15 of our residential locations. How about that? Gail and Kate, please stand and accept the award, and I think you already are, on behalf of Secondhand Hounds. All right, well done, Secondhand Hounds. And last, but certainly not least, our Self-Advocate Dreammaker winner, Peggy Meehan.
Peggy has lived with Living Well since 2001 and just happens to be the featured artist for this year's gala artwork. She is a born advocate who was raised in upstate New York in a loving home with support from family and friends. Her sisters are her biggest fans, which is saying a lot because everyone at the Living Well office kind of thinks of Peggy as their best friend. Quick with a laugh and witty as can be, Peggy is truly one of a kind, and also this year's Self-Advocate Dreammaker Award winner.
Congratulations, Peggy. Very well deserved. We could stand and here and tell you why Peggy deserves this award, but we think her sisters said it best when asked how they felt about the award her sisters Fran and Terry had this to say about Peggy. We are so excited. Peggy is being recognized as this year's Dreammaker Self-Advocate recipient. This recognition is especially meaningful to us because advocacy is a tenet in our family. Our parents were tireless advocates for Peggy and people with developmental disabilities even before the day she was born. We learned from our mom and dad the importance of speaking out to serve others who may not have a strong voice. Now Peggy is following in their footsteps, and boy, does she have a loud voice. That's true, isn't it, Peggy? All right, good. It's amazing and humbling to watch her carry on this torch for our generation. Congrats, Peggy. Thank you to Terry and Fran for sharing this with us. Peggy, please accept your award. It looks like you already have. Well done, Peggy. Thank you, Peggy. Well deserved. Tom, come back up here and join me for a quick minute.
Wow. What an incredible group of stories. What an incredible group of people that we just got to learn about. Thank you again to all of our Dreammaker Award winners, Inver Hills Community College, Walt and Mary Jo Roberts, Secondhand Hounds, and of course my girl Peggy. Let's give it up one more time. In many ways, we have Peggy to thank for me being up here tonight. It's her job on Wednesdays to make sure I go where I'm supposed to go and I get done what I'm supposed to get done. She keeps me in line on Wednesday. I'm on my own the rest of the week, right? All right. Truly, without our Dreammaker Award winners, tonight would just be a nice dinner, some auction items, and a good band, right? But with our Dreammakers and with these stories just surrounding us, it brings our mission to life. We're so delighted to call our Dreammaker Award winners our friends and part of the Living Well community. Thank you. We're so grateful for you. For everybody else in the room, please know that you're Dreammakers too. Everybody here is part of the Living Well community and is part of making our mission and our vision come to life. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To our sponsors who made this evening possible, we're endlessly grateful to work alongside you. And to everyone shining the light of advocacy, and truly everyone in this room is an advocate. Just being here makes you an advocate. Leaving this building and telling one of your friends means that you've shared our story. And with 400 people, more than 400 people in the room, that would be 400 new people hearing our story and hearing about living well. So please, that's your role. That's how you make dreams come through. Tell your friends, all right? All right, I'm going to throw it back to John.
Thank you, Tom. Well said, as always. You kind of pointed in the crowd, along with our sponsors, are part of that charge, and we cannot thank you enough for fully seeing and supporting the people we so proudly serve. Thank you for being here, everybody, like Tom said. Thank you for your advocacy, and thank you for making space in your hearts and budgets for supporting Living Well.
All right. So at this time, I want to introduce you all to our board chair, Kevin Pleasant. Come on, half the room already knows him, for crying out loud. For the very few of you in the room who don't know Kevin Pleasant, he is passionate about the work that we do. He feels it in his core. He's all about what we do. If he looks a little bit familiar to you, you might recognize him from this month's Twin Cities Business Magazine, where he's recognized as a 2023 notable board member for his service to Living Well. Come on.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Devin. You did a wonderful job filling out that application. I don't know what you said, but it did the trick. Anyway, I'm really grateful for filling the room tonight. This is awesome. Thank you. We are here today to celebrate our mission of providing exceptional services for people living with disabilities and to honor those that continue the advocacy for that. Doing this work over 5 decades has been no easy task. We are here because of you and the incredible staff who show up every day and do amazing work. On your table, as Tom was referencing, there are cards featuring our dedicated direct support professionals. And like Tom was mentioning, if you take those cards home with you, share them with one friend, that should be more than 400 people that know about Living Well. And that should be 400 more people who kind of wrap themselves around this amazing mission and advocate for the disability community. I recently heard about one of our long-term staff members. Actually, it came up in our board meeting. We do a mission moment every time we meet. And this gentleman on staff, his name is Adolphus, and he doesn't talk about his role at Living Well as being a job. He calls it a joy. Now, I work a job. It's not always a joy. That's so awesome. That is exactly the kind of staff we have at Living Well. So we're really grateful not only to Adolphus, but we're grateful for all 500 staff that you heard we have who commit their careers to caring. And really that's what advocacy looks like every day. So at this time, speaking of our amazing staff, I'd actually like all of our staff to stand up. Please stand up, and I'd like all of us to give them a rounding applause. Thank you, thank you. You can stay standing or you can be seated, whatever you like, whatever you like. You know, I know a lot of you in the room know this, but a lot of you don't. It takes a lot of time and effort to care for people with disabilities. And it takes a lot of money and support to do it well. From day one, we've been dedicated to caring for the most vulnerable among us. And with that dedication and that kindness, it really makes us who we are. I'd love to stand here and say that money is helpful, but really, money this year, it's critical. We believe, as Devin said earlier on tonight, in giving care beyond the basics. In order to do that, it takes money, people. And we know that with your support, we can reach tonight's goal. So last, I'm just gonna say a little bit about me. I don't like doing this, but I've been with Living Well for 6 years, and why I came to Living Well, it's really not complicated or different than what I heard from the original board members at the 50-year reunion last fall. They said, my friend asked for help, and I love my friend, I'm gonna help him. I had a friend of mine from Luther College, that was your key, guys. Her name was Martha, and Martha was on staff, and she asked me if I would help, and I raised my hand, sure, why not? And then, turns out I had another friend, and yes, she too was a Luther College classmate. Her name was Chris, and turns out Chris, I didn't know this about Chris, and I knew Chris for a long time. She had volunteered at Marie Avenue her whole life with their parents, and at that time, I joined the board. Guess she came right alongside with me, so we both joined as Luther College classmates. So what Living Well does, and it was said earlier, it reconnects old friendships and makes new ones. But the other big reason I joined Living Well's board was I was a father trying to navigate from the known state educational system that I had learned as being a father of a son with disabilities. It's kind of hard. So you go from that situation to navigating the vast, scary, and unknown federal and state systems that my then 21-year-old son was about to become his reality. And the deal is, as Tom said earlier, this reality is a lot longer than the educational system that we have in place. It can be 3 times, 4 times longer if we're lucky. And I knew that the reality was I had to figure out how to navigate and protect and advocate for him because I'm not always going to be here. And you know, I want to thank Rod Carlson and Julie Mann Warren for giving me that compass to navigate. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Rod. I know you're here. So the last thing I'll say about me, and then I'll pass it back, is why I'm still here on this stage 6 years later. And it goes back to what I said earlier, first point. I'm helping more than one friend on staff now. I'm helping Tom and the entire Living Well staff. I'm expanding my exposure beyond my Luther College alumni network. That's awesome. And I even included an Ole this year from St. Olaf. Thank you, Katie. I know you're out there. And finally, I get the privilege and the responsibility to advocate and protect 300 sons and daughters and more, the parents and the siblings, and that's what I call transformational, and that's why I'm here. Thank you.
Now that you stopped, we got to go again. We got to go again for Kevin. Let's go. That was awesome. This guy's incredible. Trust me, it was the easiest application we've ever filled out. Kevin, thank you so much for everything you do for us. All right, you guys ready for a little excitement? Yes. I'm going to crank it up, and then we're going to watch a movie. So, we'll figure it out. We really do. We have something special for you. It's a little new take. You know, we've been doing videos for a couple years now. It's so remarkable. I mean, what a joy, truly, instead of a job. What an honor to just work amongst the amazing stories that we have as an organization. We truly, and I will put this up against anybody, we employ the greatest people. They set their own needs aside. They set their own interests aside. Every time they walk into our group home, they are in service of others entirely. How many of us can say that when we walk into the office that we're fully in service of someone else? Just about nobody, unless you work in the group homes. That's the people that come to work for Living Well. And they don't just come on nice days when it's beautiful and sunny and 80 degrees. They come in rain. They come in blizzards. They sleep in our homes. I've had a staff in my career cross-country ski to work because there was too much snow. And they know that people need service. So please, that's what we get to work on. That's the joy that we get to work amongst. So that's what we're doing here tonight. We're diving deeper into one of our homes, one of our collections of stories. We have 36 homes. We could do this stuff all month. We could tell a new story every day, and you'd be wowed by every one of them, I promise. So until Netflix calls us, we'll start with this one. We've got a great video. Please pay attention and really dive in and just experience our Southcrest home as we get to every day. Please enjoy.
Good morning, how are you? Good, good.
Yeah, just tell us a little bit about the house.
Well, this house is very nice place. We have couches, we got chairs, we got bedrooms to live in, places to sleep. We like this house. It's a nice house to live in. This is my room here. This is my Coca-Cola thing, radio. So I use one of these, but that's remind me of drinking it. See? Ice cold Coke. This is my freezer. See, I can put cans on it too. Stuff like that. This is my medals right here for Special Olympics.
What have you gotten your medals for? What sports?
I did tennis and floor hockey, and now I'm gonna do basketball at Stillwater. And I really like Justin Timberlake music.
What's your favorite song of his?
What Comes Around Goes Around.
Today's Saturday.
Saturday, okay, we're having hamburgers with bun and salad.
Sounds pretty good.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna eat.
Hey.
That would be really good with ketchup and mustard on it. How do you like the place so far? I like it here. And I like Living Well because there's a lot of people in Living Well has different homes too. So here we are, Edina. That's it.
One, two, three. Good.
Southcrest is a home with 4 folks that live in it, and it's just got one of those personalities. It's just a house that brings a smile to my face when I think about all the individuals. We've got Katie and Leo who probably communicate in more your traditional manner. They can voice their concerns, they can voice their needs. And you've got Corbin and Rob who have their own way of communicating. They've got little things that everybody picks up on. And the really cool thing about here is seeing the way that they all communicate with each other. It's those little things that I think really just make this house click.
People ask us, what's so good about Southcrest? And we say, those kids just love each other. And people have commented to us, you know, that doesn't happen in most group homes. And it really happened in ours, and it happened right away, and we feel extremely grateful. They really all fit, and we're meant for each other.
Having Corbin be safe, happy, having her living in her own community, the community that she grew up in. What more can you want in life? To be accepted, to have a place to live, to be with family and people that love you. And those kids love each other. They do.
They truthfully are all embraced as members of the community, and that is huge. It's something that wouldn't happen if they weren't living in a home. They weren't living next to neighbors. They weren't, you know, having easy access to going to places like the YMCA or Target or the park or the community centers. We all just want to belong in a community. We want to just have that connection. Because if I can live in a community, if I can live in a house, why shouldn't they?
No one grab ice cream. When you? No way.
Where's the ice cream place?
I'm at chocolate. Yeah. Dark chocolate.
The one up front?
Yes. Yes.
Chocolate?
Yes.
All right.
That sounds me.
Great. I like ice cream. Bam.
When we first decided to buy a home, we looked all over, and when I walked into this neighborhood, I knew it was what I wanted. It's close to everything. The homes are spacious, but we're on a quiet street. It's just a nice neighborhood, you know? Having a living well home on our street has been nothing but pleasant and joy-filled. I know when initially they moved in, some people were a little concerned, but that went away immediately for me. I guess my view of it was, how do we just make them feel included? We just incorporate them into our everyday life. And that's what they wanted. So that's what we've tried to do from the get-go.
The more that people see what we do, the more they love it and couldn't picture things any other way. But until we get to that level of understanding, we're otherwise just a big line in the budget, or we're the house at the end of the block. But you know, really what we strive to do, and what we see in Southcrest and so many of our homes right now, is that we're not just in a community, we're not just the house at the end of the block, we're contributing meaningfully to the fabric of that neighborhood, whether it's enhancing perspective, it's sharing skills, it's just opening people's eyes and understanding who we are, what we need, but also what we bring to the table.
They bring so much to the community and to our families. I don't see how a living well home could be anything but a good thing for the neighborhood.
Time to eat, Rob. Corbin, time to eat. Are you hungry? You want to come and eat with me? How about you, Kate? Do you want dinner? Okay.
I would say that there are a lot of challenges in putting a group home together. Fortunately, there are people like Living Well who know how to do it. They know how to kind of set up a home and yet stand back and support the house. It's been a great experience for us. We're the lucky ones.
You just can't imagine the discipline, the effort, the organization that it takes to make these homes suitable for the clientele that's going to be in those homes. And so as we look forward into the future, we can be assured that this is going to go the distance. That means a tremendous amount to a couple like ourselves. What is more important in our lives now than taking care of that?
If we're doing our job right, we should have different homes that look and function differently. That's the only way that you can serve different people is in different ways. For us to see our mission at work, we see a physical environment or a home that is a representation of who lives there, and it feels like their definition of home. The reason Living Well exists is to transform the lives of people impacted by disabilities, and just seeing how we can enter someone's life in a way that's meaningful to them, take up their pursuits, their priorities, their interests, set our own aside, and really act on their behalf to just see how far we can go.
Wow, aren't they great? In fact, the staff and crew from Southcrest, please stand. Where are you right now? Southcrest, stand up, come on. There they are, right there. You guys are awesome. Thank you for letting us see a bit into your world. You know, most people don't understand the depth and breadth of care it takes and the commitment of staff. I mean, it's not a job, it's a lifestyle for these people. And the commitment they go into supporting these people is just amazing. And, you know, we could go from house to house to house and we could keep repeating these stories. But I got a question for you. How many people here tonight, raise your hands and don't cheat, if you realize that for us to put a elevator in one of these homes would cost us $100,000. Raise your hand if you really know that. 1, 2, 3, a few people in the construction world. Okay, you get it. And that's not 12 floors. That's 1 floor. And these are things that we need to be looking at as our great people we care for are beginning to age out. Now, I got another question. Kind of get those arms lubricated. Raise your hand if you understand that less than half of our nursing costs and none of our therapy and wellness programs are covered by insurance. Raise your hand if you know that. Okay, a few more hands. All right. Raise your hand if you know that we serve 300 people in our care with just 500 staff members. Raise your hand. If you're not all raising your hand, you weren't paying attention. We've covered that a couple of times. You know, we're going to do a fund and need here in a second, and nobody in this room is going to be surprised because I love what Tom said. We're here for a fundraiser. We're here to raise money. And in just a minute, I'm going to have you grab that number. That should represent the number on your name tag, or otherwise the person next to you is going to be shocked. But when you're giving us money tonight, you know, it is helping pay for our staff, because we have to pay for our staff. It's a competitive marketplace. We all know that. And these people are making a commitment, so we make sure they're paying them well. But it's beyond that. We talked about advocacy. We talked about accessibility. We've talked about the needing to give therapy and care. But there was something in this video that really struck me. Does anybody know what struck me the most? Shout it out if you know what it was. Chocolate. I want that one. Ice cream. The federal and state government does not pay for ice cream. It does not pay for us to take our care people in our care to sporting events, into the community, things that make our lives worth living. So we provide care, we provide accessibility, we have to modify homes. But sometimes if you don't know what you're giving money for, I don't know anybody in this room who doesn't like ice cream or taking somebody out for a cup of coffee and making it a special trip. So I'm going to start big. I'm going to ask you to say, how much am I going to contribute? And I'm going to go across the spectrum, so don't worry about that. But I'm going to go big tonight on our 51st year. Who here can raise their hand right now and say, I want to be the first one at $10,000? Raise your number up if you can do $10,000. I'm with you completely. All right, that's a big number to take on. Hand those numbers out. Can we do $5,000? Raise your number up if you can do a 5. Number 603 at $5,000. Number 428. Number 341. Number 413 at $5,000. Give them a round of applause. Yes. Really? Why did you tell me that beforehand, Devin? She just told me, she says, you know what? We have someone in the room that didn't want to raise their hand, but they're already in at $10,000. Give them a round of applause. Thank you. That's you? At 10,000 or 5,000? How much? 10. Number 425. Anybody else want to do 10? 20, 30, 40, 50? But here's a fun part. So we've got a couple at 10, we have several at 5. Who here could do $2,500 and help so much with our caregivers? Give me $2,500. Raise your number up at 25. Number 268. Number 353 at 2,500. This is the fun part. Number 326. I see you. 326 at 2,500. Yes. It's like picking mushrooms. 313, 310. You just gotta wait. Both at 2,500. Anybody else? Yell them out loud. Okay. Those are all at 25. We have a couple people at 10,000. We have some people at 5,000. Listen to this. Shh. We have some very special people. Mike and Tina Douglas. They not only put their time, their love, their work, they also put their finances in. And they realize that, you know what, sometimes we need a little boost. So they're putting up to match the next 25 people at $1,000. They're putting up $25,000 as a match. Where are you at, Tina? Where are you, Douglas? Where are you at? Where are you at? Wave your hands. Where are you guys sitting? They're way back there. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. We need 25 people at $1,000. Let's raise them up. Okay, I'm going to walk the room. 382, 427. Let's applaud. 497, 433, 234. 433, I got you. 436, 260, 257. Devin, I hope you're counting for me. 245. 433, I'll hit you again. Be careful. 25. If you leave your number up, I'll hit you again unabashedly. 378, 321. I'm going to get by you here if I could. 317, 508, 310, 513. Keep applauding. 330 415 412 414. Look what's happening over here. 181 305 222 451 359 283. Oh, I'm not done. That was 283. 172 326 443 208. Am I missing anybody at 1,000? Devin, did we get him? Number 394. Anybody else? I'll wait. I'll wait. Anybody else at 1,000? 375. How many do we have? Anybody else at 1,000? Shut up. You think this is scripted, and it's not. They want to do an additional 25,000 right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I think that kind of money should move right with us in our giving. Anybody else at 1,000? Any else want to do 25,000 or 50? No, you know, if you don't ask. All right, here's what we're going to do. If you think that your $500 has impact, we get 1,000 because they're going to match that. We got to match this money. Let's have some fun with this. Who can do $500? Raise your number at 5. Number 406 607. You better keep track so we get all that money. 512 331 404 277 504 195 248. You give us 500, we get 1,000. 236 500. I see you 447. Thank you 256. That's 1,000 for us. 357 475 138 312 316. This table's all in. 146 229 423. All at 500. Did I miss anybody? Okay, now I want everybody to know that we know very well that there is no law in the state of Minnesota or the city of Minneapolis or the county of Hennepin that you can't give it 2 levels or 3 levels. Don't be afraid. We're here for you. We're not at 25,000 though. I know that much. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. You saw up on that video on how these staff members are there for them, that we're providing a living that's living well, and $250 will help somebody live well and have a great week doing things. Who can do $250? Number 140. She jumped up. 177, 148, 499, 191. 200 606. Look at these hands. 371 492 342. I'm not even on that side yet. 202 602 373 438. Take your number down or I'll hit you again. 307 355 399 205 179 456 505 390. I think I got you. I'll hit you again. That's just this half. Now this half. Look at this. 232 514 263 370 393. Tina and look at Douglas is what you guys did. 458 190 134 152 288 170 203. I'm making the staff burn up their fingers. 198 246 339 278 289 445. I can get them backwards. That was 445. 434 227 488. I love when staff have their hands up. 368 136 163 487. How we doing, Devin? Where'd she move? She was here a minute ago. You can't move on me, girl. But we're not done. What? Another one? In the shadow. Oh, you're over there. Don't go back there. Get back up here. Now, are you collecting more matches? That's okay. But we have one more level to be at. And what I want you to understand is sometimes people say, but does $100 matter? Well, you're not getting $100. We're getting $200. And everything that you're helping us with is really huge. And I want to see as many hands in the air at this level. You guys have been, ladies and gentlemen, have been so generous. Let's do $100. Raise your number up at $100. 420 starts it off. 306 RMC 275. And that's my lasagna gal. 211 299 360. I think I got you, but 306 only once. 343 605 253. Yes, keep applauding. 164 238 491. Oh, my girl is in. Right here, girl, right here. 349. Yeah. 268 348 517 238 168 345 209 201 242 286 386. And you're in too? Right here, girl, right here. 455. Woo! 399 441. Look at those numbers up there, folks. They're not all entered in, by the way. Don't worry about that goal. They got to enter them in. That's not even our matching money. Do you realize what you just did? We haven't even got out of the live auction. But what you did is you had lasting impact. And I know it's a Friday, and I appreciate, they said that you're not at your cabin. But you're going to go to your place of worship this weekend, or you're going to go to your place of work on Monday, or you're going to see family, and they're going to say, what did you do this weekend? And you're going to say, I was part of something pretty big. And that's what just happened here. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Absolutely. So, my name is Kurt Johnson with Kurt Johnson Auctioneering. What? Hold on, wait. Improvisation. We have a donor that just gave us $10,000. Hold on. On a condition, we get it matched right now. Can we get somebody, a couple people at $5,000 who would like to match it right now at 10? Can we get 4 people at $2,500 who can match it right now? We want to match this right. This just came in. I know we hit everybody really hard. Here's what I'm going to have you do. If you have a donor advised fund, and you're like, I can't put that on my donor advised fund, we have this match. It's a pure match that if you let us know, we'll get a hold of you later. But they just gave another $10,000 to get matched. So think about that, and we'll get back to you. Thank you very much. If you want to add in other numbers, we'll come back to those too. Anybody else want to give more money? That's pretty cool. My name is Kurt Johnson, and I am your auctioneer for I don't know how many years now. And it's not more than an auctioneer. I'm your partner, and I'm your friend, and I'm an advocate here. And today I've got a great crew with me. I've got Andrew up front, right here. Andrew, raise your hand. I have Chad right there. I've got Paul. We've got volunteers throughout. We're going to have an auction. And this is where we're going to get to we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to go fast. We're going to keep this moving. So if you want to bid, don't hesitate. Our first item is a bike, I believe. Is the bike going to make its way up here? There it is. Oh, there we go. Kevin, once again, by popular demand, has ridden the bike back up here. Kevin, two Kevins, bring it up here. Kevin said he was going to ride it up here, and then I looked at it, and I thought, wow, we had a size issue. Thank you for helping. This is a junior Indian motorcycle electric bike. Give Kevin a round of applause. It comes with a helmet and a protective shirt. It goes all the way up to 15 miles an hour. It is for, got to be at least 8 or 9 years old. Let's be responsible. It's rechargeable. Maximum capacity is 175 pounds. Thank you, Gary and Jill Gray. And if you, give them a round of applause. Give the Grays a round of applause. God, I would have loved this as a kid. Now, if you can't take this home, you brought your Maserati or your Corvette tonight, that's okay. We'll make arrangements for you to pick it up. If you can take it, that's great. If not, we'll make arrangements. But this is very awesome. It's not meant for the streets. It's meant for safety. It's worth $1,000. Who starts the bidding? At $500. 500 has been bid, and now 600 in the back, and now 700, 6 and now 700, 6 and now 700, where do you go, 700, 7 has been bid. Let's give some applause for that, and now $800, 70800, 70800, 7 over here, 8, got to go 800 in the back, 70800, 70800 has been bid, 900, now $1,000, 900, now 1,000, 900, 1,000, where do you go, 1,000, 1,000, thank you, Andrew, now 1,100, 1,100, Paul, bring it back, 1,000, now 1,100, 1,000, now 1,100, where do you go, 1,100, you know, 1,000 now 1,100. You may not want this, but you could be the greatest aunt or uncle of all time. Go 1,100 going once. Chad, your person's in. 1,100, new fire, 12. You got to go 12. 12. 1,100 now 12. 1,200 has been bid. Now 13. Give him some. Ma'am, look at me, not him. Go 13. 12 and 13. 12 and 13. When you go 1,300. 12 and 13. When you go 13. When you go 13. They're having a discussion. 13. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. It's going to be one of those nights. 1,500 has been bid. Would you go $2,000? 15 and now 2,000. How about 1,750, sir? 15 now 17. 16. I'll save you some money. 16 now 17. 16 now 17. 16 now 17. Would you go 17? 16. Now, you can even make noises on it. 16 now 17. Would you go 17? Going once. Going twice. Chad, your way. 1,600. Your person. Number is 379. Yeah, somewhere over there. Yeah, just move it. Thanks, Kevin. So, for those of you, if you're not bidding, let's encourage the people that are. Let's have fun with them. And if someone bids and stops, please feel free to encourage them as best you can. Somerset Country Club and Troy Byrne, Mike and Tina Douglas, as if you haven't done enough. You also have this great package in there. Although, Mike, I really appreciate your sacrifice having to golf with both of these groups. Somerset, folks, is an exclusive private club. It is absolutely spectacular. It opened in 1919. It is an amazing golf course. If you've not played on it, this is your opportunity. It's a threesome with Mike, and he will buy you lunch. And after that, on another date, you go to Troy Byrne Golf Club. This is a world-class championship masterpiece. Folks, it's on the St. Croix Valley, the St. Croix Valleys. It's got over 120 bunkers. This is an incredible opportunity, too. It's got a chance for you to golf with him. It's on for 3 people with Mike. And you don't have to squeeze it in yet this year, although it would be nice if you would. You tell me what's that worth. That's 2 games, 2 rounds of golf for 3 people with Mike plus a lunch. It could be worth $2,000 or $3,000, but who starts bidding at $1,000? 1,000, would you go 1,000, would you go 1,000? Has been bid, and now 1,100. 1,000, now 1,100. 1,000 over here, now 1,100. 1,000, now 1,100, would you go 1,100, would you go 11? That's 6 rounds of golf. Go 1,100, some of the best courses in the country. I'm at 1,000, and now 1,100. 1,000, now 1,100, would you go 1,100? 1,000, now 1,100, would you go 1,100? Going what? 11, 12, 13, now 1,400, 13 and now 1,400, 13 now 14 has been, let's get some applause. 14 and now 1,500, 14 now 15 with 15. 15 has been bid, and now 16, 16, 16. I fit 16 over there, and now 17. Man, gotta go 17, 16, now 17. She's bidding 17, and now 18, 18, 17, now 18, Chad. 17, now 18, would you go 18? 17, now 18, would you go 18, would you go 18, would you go 18? We'll let you throw one out of a bunker. 18, and now 19. 18 now 19, what a 19? 18 now, don't look at him, look at me. He's not taking you, ma'am. 18 now 19, you've been good to me so far. 18 now 19, going once, going twice. Ma'am, thank you for your bidding. Sir, you got it for $1,800. Show me the number, please. Number 133. What a night, what a night. Okay. This one, folks, I have been in business for 34 years. I have never sold this next package. I am very excited about this because it involves cake. Decorating at the Buttered Tin with James Beard Award-winning baker for 6 people. Now, these are 2 different events. That's the fun part. You can use it with the same group, or you don't have to tell the first group you got the second thing. First of all, you'll pick a date, and you're going to go make cakes and decorate them with an amazing baker, right? That's for 6. And then on another date, you are going to go to the Cos Bar. That's the cosmetic bar. And you're going to get made up. It's some of the most, people have so much fun with this. You're going to go there, have a good time. So it is two items. Cosmetic bar on one time, making cakes on another. Sounds fantastic. Folks, this value on this one is almost $2,000. Who'll start your bidding here at $500? 500, now 7.5. 500, now 750. 750, 750, thank you. And now $1,000. 7.5, now 1,000. 12.5, go 1,500. Would you go 15? 15, we go 15. How about 1,400? I got 14 there. Thank you, Chad. Now 15. 14, now 15. 14, now 15. Would you go 15, Andrew? It's your turn. 14, now 15. Would you go 15? 14, now 15. Would you go 15? 15. It's cake. 14, now 15, going once. Going twice. Andrew, are we going to do it? Sold it, Chad. $1,400 right there. The number is 466. 466. You know, we all could use an extra set of wheels, or you've got a family in town, or you just want to act pretty cool for 6 months. The good folks, our good friends at Walzer Subaru St. Paul have donated a 6-month lease. Listen to this, folks. This has an MSRP value of $54,000. That's what this Subaru costs. It's top of the line. You saw it outside. It has a range of up to 240 miles. Okay, it's an electric vehicle, folks. It's an electric vehicle. You've always wanted to try one out. And the cool thing about this is you don't have to tell anybody it's a lease or that you bought it at a fundraiser unless you're promoting Living Well. You can just let them think that it's fantastic. It must be take place in August, the delivery. That's this month. It's for 6 months. You pick it up at Walzer Subaru in St. Paul. Great people. Must be 21 years of age or older. And you must be fully insured, which I don't think is a problem with anybody in this room. So, what a fantastic, it's worth about $4,000 for you to enjoy this. Who'll start the bidding at $1,500? Where do you go, 15? 15, 17.5, now $2,000. 2,000, now 22.5. 22.5, and now 25. 25, and you go 25, now 27.5. 27.5, go 27.5. 25, now 27.5. Yes! 27.5, and now $3,000. 27.5, and now 3,000. 27.5, and now 3,000. Where do you go 3,000? How about 29? 27.5, and now 29. 27.5, and now 29. Where do you go 29? You're in, Chad. 27.5, and now 29. Going once, going twice. Boom! You got it, Chad. Your person for 2,700. 2750, number 257. 27.5, number 357. 357. All right, our next item is one of those nights. What do we have? What? We're going to pull the item up, so this is time for the painting. Really? This one. Okay. We got, bring it up. This item, she said, was going crazy on the silent auction. That's not for you, Kevin. Okay, I read about this earlier. Listen to this, folks. I figured out who Dan was when I saw his electric chair. Can someone point Dan out for me? Where is he at? Where in the room is he? Oh, he's way back there. There he is. Dan is an artist. He has cerebral palsy. He uses assisted technology to paint independently. He lives in our Cloman home. Jess Pate, where are you? Jess, where are you? She is the granddaughter of Karen and Galen Pate, one of the founding families of Living Well from 1972. The granddaughter. Talk about a generational advocacy. Now, Dan's painting includes adaptive head apparatus to hold his paintbrush and special easel and palette to create his paintings. He collaborated with Jessica, who is an artist in her own right and volunteer and donor, to create this painting called Sally's Garden. They met to share the work they both create, discuss color palette and design ideas with the help from Ian Sherwin, an art facilitator for MSS Egan. Dan prepped the canvas and laid the foundation for the painting. Jess then took the work and added it from inspiration from Dan had started. Thank you, Dan and Jessica. That's just cool. I love the colors. And I told one of the volunteers earlier when I was looking at the silent auction, it's hard to hold, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, back. Hold on. We've all been to fundraisers and you see a piece of art and you go, eh. You know, I walked in and this stopped me out in the hallway. This would fit in anybody's home, whether it be in your home, your corporation, your collection. I have one request. Whoever buys this, when somebody says, wow, who's Dan or who's Jess, you tell the story of Living Well. You tell how, because of Living Well, something like this can even happen. So this comes with a little bit of a responsibility to tell the story, and I think that's an easy thing to do. And I don't know, Kevin, what do you think, 10, 15,000? But I'll tell you what, I'm going to start easy for everybody. Who'll open the bidding at $1,000? 1,000 has been bid. 12.5, 15, 7.5, 2,000, 22.5, now 25, now 27.5, now 3,000, now 32.5, 35, 35 right there, and now 37.5, 35, now 37.5, 35, now 37.5, and you go 37.5, 35, now, you get a picture with the artist, 37.5, and now $4,000, 37.5, and now 4,000, 37.5, and now 4,000, when you go $4,000. You love the story, you love the color. 37.5 and now 4,000. 37.5 here now $4,000. When you go 4,000. 37.5 and now 4,000. When you go 4,000. How about 4,000 has been bid, and now 41. 4,000 now 41, 41 now 42. A 41 now 42, 2, 41 now 42 now 43. A 42 now 43. A 42 now 43. A 42 now 43. Don't look at 33. 43, 43, 43 now 44. A 43 now 44. A 44 now 45. 44 now 45. 45 now 46. A 45 now 46. When you go 46. 45 now 46. When you go 46. 46, 7, 8. 47 now 48. 47 now 48. 47 now 48. 47 now 48. The lady in dark is at 47. The lady in pink, you're at 48. Now 49. 48 to 49, 48 to 49, 48 to 49, what do you get 49? A 48 to 49, 49, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, and now 51, 5,000 now 51, 5,000 over here now 51, 5,000 now, Dan, we're doing great! 5,000 now 51, 5,000 now 51, when do you go 51? 5,000 now 51, when do you go 51? 51, 5,000 over here, I'm asking for 51 going once, going twice, bam! $5,000. You got her, ma'am. 3, 8, 5. I got nothing after that. All right. From one masterpiece to another. Lasagna. Now, this is a special meal. I sell chef's dinners all the time. I sold one last night down in Byron, Minnesota at a country club, Summerby, for $5,000. This is even better than that. This is an immersive experience. I have to tell you about this. I met this wonderful cook, Shelly, who's been with Living Well for 31 years. More than half of our existence. Every New Year's, she makes this special lasagna that she has learned from some of the best. She takes cooking lessons. She loves to cook. She does this with the people she cares for. Homemade sauces, a couple of different sauces, great cheeses. She wants to do a dinner for 6 for you at the Maryland House in Maplewood. And she also said if for whatever reason you can't be there and you would like to do it in your home, she said, you know what? I would even bring this to your home. We'd love to have you in our home, but if you like it in your home, she would do that. We're going to have wine. There'll be salad. I said, what about desserts? And she said, well, I make a lot of good desserts. And she started, well, the tiramisu, and she was starting to think. I said, wait a minute. The buyer will get a list of desserts that they could have. This is incredible. And if you were to go out and buy this somewhere and you could say, well, I could buy, no, you can't buy this. You can't buy this experience. You can't buy the love of Shelly. I don't know what this is worth. I'm going to be easy. I'm going to ask it out. Who starts this dinner for 6 for $1,000? 1,000 has been bid. Now 12 and a half. 1,000 now 12 and a half. 1,000 now 12 and a half. We go 12 and a half for lasagna. 1,000 now 12 and a half. How about $1,100? 1,000 now 1,100. 1,000 for dinner for 6. 1,000 now 1,100. When you go 1,100. 1,000 now 1,100. $1,100. 1,000 now 1,100. 1,000 now 1,100. 11 right there. Thank you. And now 12. 11 now 12. 11 now 12. We go 1,200. 11 now 12. We go 1,200. We go 1,200. That's for 6 people. 11 now 12. 11 now 12. There'll be wine. 11 now 12. We go 1,200. 11 now 12. We go 1,200. We go 1,200. 11 now 12. We go 1,200. Going once. You got it, Andrew? 12 and now 13. 12 and now 13. 12 and now 13. We go 1,300. 12 and now 13. We go 1,300. 12 and now 13. We go 13. I'll give you the same amount of time. 12 and now 13. Going once. Going twice. You get lasagna. Number $1,200. Your number is? Andrew, can I see your number, please? Number 186. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Now, the only thing that I don't like about my friend Andrew here working for me is he's from Wisconsin, and he loves the Packers, okay? And I love football, and I love the Packers except when they're playing the Vikings. I do love the Packers. I love my Vikings. We bleed purple in our house. And on New Year's Eve, you have a chance to see the border battle that we talk about all year long. You get a chance with 4 tickets on December 31st. Vikings versus Packers. You get a VIP parking pass on the Mills Fleet Farm ramp. Access to the Polaris Club. And there's nothing better than a good friendly rivalry, folks. Thank you so very much, Computer Labs, for this donation. Vikings, Packers, both teams struggling for domination in the North. You get those right now. I think we looked at the price of these. They say they're priceless. They're depending on who's buying them. And I'm not even going to judge who you're cheering for. Let's let everybody in. Who starts the bidding at $500? 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 1,000, 1,100, 12, now 13, 12 and now 13, 12 and now 13. I got 12 over here. I got 12 over here. 13, now 14, 14 in the bag. 14, and now 15, 14, 15, 1,600, now 17, 16, now 17. 17 right here. 17, and now 18, 17, now 18, 18, now 19, 19, 2,000, 21, 22, 23. I have 22 here. Chad, you're out. I was Andrew. 22, now 23. 20, Chad, you're out. Paul, you're out. Go 22, now 23. 22, now 2,300. I'm right. 23 with Paul. I know 24. 23 now 2,400. 23 now 4. 23 now 24. Someone will win. 23 now 24. 24, it's been bid. No, 25, 25. Paul, she's out. Got to go 25. 24, no, 25. Living Well wants you. Yes, 25. And now 26. 25 and now 26. Yes, now 27. 27, 27. 27, new fire. And now 28. 28, now 29. 29, 29. Going once, you're in over here. Going twice, to the hand and the lights. Yes, I saw that. I just saw that. I saw that. Sold it over here, 28. Sorry, I sold it. Once I say sold, it's gone. Sorry. What's the number? What's the number, Andrew? 433. Well, I sold it. It had to let it go. Once I said sold, it was gone. Sorry about that. Okay, the next item is we're moving on from the Vikings to the Minnesota Twins. The Minnesota Twins. First place, Minnesota Twins. VIP Champion Club. My birthday, Friday, September 22nd, versus the Angels. Section 10, row J, seats 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you very much, Midwest One Bank. Folks, this is where you see the celebrities. This is where you see the big players. You are 50 feet from home plate. It's better than 10 feet closer to the Championship Club seats at the pitcher's mound. Folks, you get complimentary fine dining, beverages, people wait on you in your seats. This is a fantastic experience. We price these out up towards the $2,500. Who starts bidding at $1,000? 1,000. When you go 1,000, 1,000. Thank you. You got to go 1,100. Now 12 in the far back. Now 13. Now 1,400. 13. Now 1,400. 14. Now 1,500. Got 15 here. Now 16. Now 17. Now 1,800. 18. And now 1,900. 19. And now 2,000. 2,000. Go get that one for me, Dad. 2,000. 2,000. 21. 22. I got 2,000 in the corner. Got with you, Chad. Now 22. 21 to 22. But hey, thanks for help. We just appreciate your help, right? You guys are good to me. 21 to 22. A 21 to 22. A 21 with Chad. 21 to 22. Going once, going twice. I don't want to miss anybody. Sold at $2,100, Chad. Number 244. You guys are doing great down here. Don't stop. I love you. Thank you. I love that you get your own wine bottles, too. Okay. I can't believe we have but one item left. And then our John and Tom, be ready. We got our silent auction that's coming up here, closing. This one is super cool. One to go. We just got to say this, say some thank yous, go to the band. This is very cool because it's Winsong Golf with one of the top 100 golf instructors in the nation, Gerald McCullough. It's just 30 minutes outside Minneapolis. Here's the deal. It's a round of golf for 4, and if you've ever golfed with your buddy or your girlfriend and they criticize your swing, or you ask them for advice and they're like, I don't know, one of the top 100 instructors in the nation is going to golf with you and coach you along, okay? It's like you want to get some tips from somebody who's neutral. This is the guy. He's one of the best golfers around. He's a friend. He's an advocate. We're so excited to have this on here. Thank you, Winsong and Gerald and family who got this. I don't know what this is worth, but let's say, who started me at $500? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're at 12, 1,300, 1,400. And now 15, 14, now 1,500, 14, now 15, 15, 15, now 16, 15, now 16, 15, now 16, 16, 16, now 17, 16, now 70, we get 17, 16, now 70, we get 70, we get 70, 16, now 17, now 18, now 1,900. I have 18 right here. You got to go 19, sir. 18 is right here. I know 19. 19, and now $2,000. 2,000 has been bid. 2,000, now 21. 2,000, now 21. When you go 21. 21, now 22. A 21, the 2, 21, the 22. A 22, now 23. A 22, now 2,300. A 22, now 23. A 22, now 23. Jody, you should bid. 23, now 24. 23, now 44. Just kidding. 23, now 24. 23, now 20. 24, now 25. 25, now 26. 25, now 26. 6. 2, 6. 2,600. Just say 3,000. 26, 27. 28. It's my last item. A 27, no 28. A 27 right there, no 28. A 27, no 28. When you go 28, going once. 28, new fire, 29. 28, a 29. A 28, a 29. A 28, a 29. When you go 2,900. A 28, a 29. A 20, 29. $3,000. 3,000. When you go 3,000. 3,000. When you go 3,000. It goes good with artwork. 3,000. 29, now 3,000. When you go 3,000, going once. Going twice. I'm trying to sell it to you, sir, but you got to go 31. 3,000 now 31. 3,000 now 31. When you go 31 to 32. 31 to 32. She needs me 32, Andrew. 31 or 32, a 31 or 32, a 31 or 32, 2, 31 or 32, 32, going once, going twice. Sold it, $3,100, Chad, your way. Chad, where are we at? Which one is it? Bring it home for me. Devin, time. Devin, time. Number 388, time. Where are we at? 8:25? 8:25. There are 5 minutes up left. John, get up here. Who's going to wrap this up? You have 5 minutes left of your silent auction. Take a look at your phones. We're going to do some thank yous, and we're going to get you over to the dance party. It's still a great time, but there's 5 minutes left. I guess, are you coming up, Kevin? That's who it is? We're all coming up here.
Thank you. That was pretty amazing. Tina, Mike, where are you guys?
What an incredible night. Let's give it up for Kurt. Wow. That energy, right? Incredible. Thank you so much. A million thank yous, 400,000 thank yous to everybody in this room tonight. We're going to hit that goal. Thank you so much for being here. Before you go, we're going to exit this room. We're going to go out and party outside. We've got a band. We're queued up. The bar's open. We're going to hit it. We're going to party, all right? But before we do, we have to say a very heartfelt and meaningful thank you to our sponsors tonight. Miles and Sherry Cohn and the Joseph A. Durda Foundation, Zach and his crew at Pate Bonding, our partners at Jeritown Medical, thank you so much. Galen and Karen Pate, thank you again. Forever Pets, Horton Holding, R&M Clark Family Foundation. My goodness, without our partners, again, this party doesn't happen. Living Well doesn't happen without all of you in the room. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here.
And a big thank you as well to Living Well's founding families for dreaming and for always being there. Thank you very much.
Just go. Oh, you.
Sorry. All right, thank you. Thank you again to our volunteers, our partners, and all in attendance for seeing what we do and fully understanding disability is diversity. Thank you.
Nice job. Okay, as co-chairs, we will close this thing out. Head you guys off for music, drinks, dessert, all of that. I want to thank you again for a wonderful evening and all the generosity. You guys truly rock. Thank you so, so much. It's for you guys now. Mike, Tina, it's your show heading into 2024. Congratulations. I couldn't be more grateful to hand it off. Thank you for everything. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. You guys are awesome. Thank you again.
All right, go get a drink.
Look at your... Make sure you look at your silent auction. We still have the Phillips wine bottles. We've got desserts. We have music. We have putt-putt to win. Put the thermometer up on the, please. Let's see where we're at. Over $400,000.
Well, now we can really celebrate. Amazing. Go have a blast, guys. Thank you again.